Kaya, this wild, wild west that Jamil tells us about, I mean, obviously it was all happening online. It was happening on Reddit, for example. Platforms which aren't new. So why now? Is it just that more technologies coming through, more discussions turning online, the apps, the Robin Hoods and all that are out there and people are really taking advantage of it now?
Kamal, I think there are a few angles that we have to consider. So first of all, yes, we've had these message boards for more than a decade now, but I think we've seen a number of structural shifts happening in the marketplace for retail investors predominantly. So first of all, we've seen a zero-fee trading being introduced. We've seen access to really high-quality information for retail investors, but also we've seen the gamification of the trading activity. So I think that the retail investors have become really active in the marketplace. And if you add the element of people having a lot of spare time and they're having spare cash on their hands in the form of government stimulus, I think then we have the grounds for situations such as GameStop to take place. And I also think that we should consider the perspective of maybe retail feeling a bit of unjust after 2008, when a lot of the big boys got a bit of a bailout from the government. And, you know, the general populace was sort of left behind to deal with low GDP growth and also low recovery in jobs.
Maybe I'm a bit conservative, Kaya, but it sounds all terribly risky to me. I know that's the nature of trading, but, you know, shouldn't the fundamentals of a stock still be the most important thing in the end?
I think we have seen a lot of capital flowing into momentum strategies in general. So I don't even mean retail, I also mean on the institutional side. So I don't see much difference between retail chasing momentum in the form of GameStop versus, let's say, institutional following momentum in the form of, for instance, ETFs. So definitely fundamentals were not considered when we talk about the GameStop situation. But I do think that there was a bit of hot blood by the retail, just going after the for the benefit and for the gain.
Yeah. Okay, final thought for you then, Kaya, because Jamil's made the point about the markets being at record highs. There must be a chance of a correction at some point. We can't keep on this trajectory forever.
Jamil was 100% correct, emphasizing the facts that, you know, we see a lot of momentum at the moment. But I do see volatility in the second half of 2021, and I think there could be few potential sources for that. So I would say that inflation could rise in certain pockets of the economy. I would say we could see volatility from the second stimulus package that the Republicans are going to oppose in the Senate, and I don't see that being approved. And thirdly, I would say once we see any sort of cut into 401k flows, we could see a bit of pullback in the equities.
Jamil Ahmed and Kaya Pav, I'm so glad both of you could join us for this discussion. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.